luxe lovers, welcome back. Here we believe in intentional luxury and we're not afraid to invest in pieces that will work for us. So if that resonates with you, then please consider subscribing and stay a while. You read that thumbnail right. I have an exciting unboxing today and it is my Louis Vuitton Speedy P9. I can't even believe those words are coming out of my mouth because this definitely wasn't on my bingo card for 2025, but here we are. And I've been on quite a Louis Vuitton tear so far this year, and I have to admit, I think it all started with the lipsticks, so talk about upselling. So I literally just got out of a taxi from the store. I went into Manhattan today, got my bag, brought it back, and we are going to do a fresh from boutique unboxing of this baby. You're not gonna believe which one I chose. We're gonna do the typical unboxing, close-up shots, mod shots. So grab that fancy Hermes mug of tea and let's begin. So this is gonna be a little all over the place because I'm so excited, but I really couldn't wait just to press record and get going. So this is the bag that it comes in, not your typical bright orange bag with the blue handles. I would call it like a beautiful cream color, and it has the tonal Louis Vuitton Maison Foundrae on 1854 Paris. Here, it's like literally just a whisper of branding, and that's nice because when you're holding something this precious, you don't want to be as conspicuous as you are with a typical shopping bag in that bright orange. And there's also the little fleur-de-lis designs up here. I feel like this is the equivalent of like white tie attire for handbags. So I'm just going to take it out. And this is definitely a bag for me to keep, as I don't usually keep a lot of packaging, but this one is super rare. So here is what the box looks like. This is super beautiful. As you know, it is typically blue for Louis Vuitton, but this is just so delicate and beautiful. I almost feel like it's bridal. Here we go. And I was able to view it at the Louis Vuitton store on 5th Avenue, at least a temporary location. So this is just recently reboxed. Although she definitely tied it up well, so I'm gonna have to get this knot out. Here we are. Wow. This cream color is really beautiful, and you can see the Louis Vuitton there. It feels like it has the typical magnet, and as soon as you see the dust bag, you're gonna know what color I bought. So get ready. Here we go. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my goodness. Get a gander at that. These are the special dust bags that they have. It looks like Louis Vuitton is embroidered in the color within, and even I think the drawstring is a hint at what is inside. You guys are not gonna believe it. So I will kind of put it up top so that I can undo this. All right, there's a couple. There we go. Here we go. I got the Speedy P9 Bandolier 25 in the color. Wow! Oh! Gold kintsugi. This is so beautiful. Like, I can't even explain. Oh my gosh. Like, all the stuff is on it. I'll like give you story time, but I will give you the spin around. Here is the upside down. It has the seams of perfection. Here is the side tab. We'll look at the Easter egg in a second. Because I went to pick it up in store, my essay did say that she took a look. And honestly, I feel like this was probably handled a lot. And so let's see if I can show you the Easter egg. Look at that. You can see the little lobster on the bottom. That is so cute. So this is part of the men's Fall Winter 25 show. So the keys are already attached, but this is just a stunner. Let me open it up. I'll show you what else comes in it. It has the smoothest of smooth zipper pulls. Inside, we have the crossbody strap, and here it is. It has the shoulder padding, and it is adjustable. And so it's kind of thick for my body, but I will show you what it looks like with some mod shots. And so right now it's on the longest setting, and I will probably maybe adjust it. We'll see. It has the protective stickers. It has the branding on it. And then here is on the inside. Look at that. We all know what this is going to be. It's not like metallic printing. It looks actually more like a mustard yellow. So they didn't do like metallics for this pouch. But inside it is the beautiful pouch that comes with all of the Speedy P9s. It's a leather pouch. I love this so much. And look at that. That is a beautiful zipper pull. It has LV embossed. And it's kind of shiny metal. It's not quite brushed, but look at that. And what's interesting though is that unlike the keychain clasp, this doesn't have that like key lock. It's just literally open and closed. What a great pouch. I love this. And then if you open it up, this is the little pouch that holds the lock. On the inside, it's just leather lined, and it has the pillow, which I will show you. So my particular version just has Louis Vuitton embossed on that pillow. It's pretty fluffy. It's not hard, which is nice. And then it just has this kind of like seam on the bottom. But I feel like the magic of these bags is just that they're so smushy. So let me show this to you up close. Inside, you might have seen it all, but what's interesting, and I didn't even notice in other P9s of what the inside color is, but the color of mine with the gold kintsugi is this beautiful deep like cocoa brown. It is gorgeous. It has the plaque on the inside, AH for Autumn Hiver 25, FR Speedy 25. The sun is shining on us, P. Pharrell giving us that beautiful message. And the back, it has a zip pouch, and it has that LV stamped on the zipper pull. And even that is leather lined, that zipper inside. Louis Vuitton Paris, made in France. And so this is the D-ring that I think that the pouch goes on if you so choose. It is perfection. Oh my gosh. I love it. So when I was picking it up, I was actually worried that maybe that the gold would be a little chintzy or a little tacky, but it is just so beautiful. And as you all know, I love green bags, but when I was looking at this versus the green, I just felt like from afar, this could almost be neutral. Like it is so light that it's just beautiful. And I have to say, I think I made that right decision. And I think this is the treated vachetta. It already has a little bit of the color. And I wore my favorite gold nails today to match my bag. I love that. And I have my doré. So look at that. You guys all know I'm a crazy freak for gold metallic leather. And this does not disappoint. Oh, it smells like leather. And I do not see any issues. All of the hardware has the branding on it. Here's a close-up of that. And I want to show you a close-up of the patterns. I hope that this isn't delicate, and I definitely don't want to be precious with this bag. I say that with every bag, but I'm really hoping I am not going to be precious with this one. But hopefully you guys can see that it's almost like it looks like it might be painted on, but I don't think it is painted on. I mean, it might be painted on, I don't know. But I actually don't know. Like, only time will tell how tough and durable these patterns are on top of the gold. And in fact, only time will tell how durable the gold is on top of the leather. But this is so amazing. And I am so happy to add this to my collection. And I definitely want it to be a smushy bag for me. So I probably won't buy an insert. Or if I do, maybe it'll be like not a firm insert, but it would just like protect the lining. I'm not even sure. There's no other inner pockets on the other side. It's just that zip pocket. And what's crazy is that this is the only Speedy in my collection. However, a little known fact about me is that my first real designer bag, back when I first started my first job, was a Speedy. I want to say it might have been a Speedy 30 or even a 35, but it was in the Demier Eben colorway. That started me off on my designer handbag journey. And so this is just so cool. And it is so different than like getting Hermes bags because it's definitely flashy. And I love that about this. And I'm hoping I won't be too precious with this. But I feel like I can just throw on the crossbody strap now and like go get my kids. So that is the energy that I want to have. And I definitely don't think I'm going to be like locking the pull tab with this. So I think I'll just keep the lock like this. I'll probably put on some bag charms, but I think that looks fantastic. I'm actually not sure if I'm going to keep the clochette and the luggage tag on the side. I don't know, what do you guys think? And so going back to the color choice, I ultimately opted not to get the green because I just felt like the green stuck out so much that I would be probably a little subconscious having the green pop against the monogram, whereas this just kind of all blends. And so in terms of how I even got this, honestly, it wasn't terribly hard. I was looking on the app one day and I noticed that there was a little green circle next to the gold colorway and also the green colorway and maybe some other colors. But to me, I was like, does that mean that's available? So I texted my essay in New York City and I literally was like, hey, you know, I've been interested in the P9 for like 2 years. I first met her asking about the green P9, but then I kind of let it go once it was out of stock. And I said, I see that the gold has a green circle next to it. Does that mean I can order it through you? And she went a little back and forth. And lo and behold, I guess she went through approvals. I had a spend history with her over the course of 2 years. And mind you, I'm not any kind of VVIC. You guys see that a lot of my spend goes to Hermes. But I've bought like things here and there. But I don't know, she got approval. She sent over the pay link and I did a pickup in store because I wanted to make a day of it. She gave me a quote for like 7 weeks that it might come, but literally in a week, I got the notification that it arrived in store. So it did come from Paris. It's not like they have them in the back in New York City. But I don't think it was like custom made for me. They must have just had some ready to go. And so what I'll do is I'll share some footage of her presenting me the bag in store. There was actually no room. It's not like Hermes where you go into another room. She just kind of unboxed it for me and presented it to me on the first floor of the flagship store. And honestly, I mean, I guess people were really nice because it's not like anyone came over, but I loved it. It was so beautiful. And I was immediately like, oh, absolutely. This is coming home with me. And then afterwards, she boxed it up and I went to the 4th floor and I had a beautiful lunch at the bar of the Louis Vuitton Cafe in New York City. I had the lobster rolls and the gem lettuce salad, which was delicious, and the pistachio dessert. And then I took an Uber home because I wasn't taking this on the subway and I wasn't taking it on the train. So here it is, my newest bag. I love this so much. And while I'm not a Speedy collector, you know, this is probably going to be probably the only Speedy that I buy and probably the last thing I buy from Louis Vuitton this year outside of maybe more makeup. And when it comes to why did I buy it, there was a couple reasons. I recently reached a really great milestone in my career. So I felt like this would be a great addition. And the thing that I really loved about this color is it's called gold kintsugi. And kintsugi, when I looked it up, is the Japanese term for the practice of fixing broken pottery with a gold or silver lacquer. And so I'll put some pictures here, but it was actually this beautiful term. Kin is gold and suge is join. And it just seemed like this great metaphor for life where if things are broken, you put it back together with this gold filling and you really embrace the hardships in life. And it just makes it more beautiful and shows resilience. And after I read that, I was like, I'm sold. This is so meaningful in so many ways. And I was just like, LV, take my money. And speaking of money, this bag obviously is not cheap. P9s are not cheap to begin with, but this colorway in particular was even more expensive. So this goes for $10,400 at the time of this taping, and the typical P9s are about $9,800. So I guess it's about $600 more than the typical ones, probably because of the gold finish. And I feel like the gold is not any more, hard than the typical colors. I'll have to take a look, but oh my gosh, do I love this. I can't stop squishing my bag. And if you're enjoying yourself so far, I'd love for you to consider subscribing. If you like extreme luxury product close-ups, thoughtful commentary, and luxury unboxings practically every other week, then you've come to the right place. So here is what it looks like in the hand. It can go very comfortably on the crook of my arm. In fact, I like the crook of the arm look a lot. And here's what it looks like at my side. Again, right now there's nothing on the inside, so it should be pretty squishy, but nothing is weighing it down either. So it is actually keeping its shape. I feel more comfortable with this rather than like an Hermes bag because it still does have a bit of a finish. And the fact that it's the treated vacata kind of does make it a pretty carefree bag, which I love. It's like just open the box and get going. Here is the crossbody strap, and I will hook one side there, and I'll hook the other side. And again, this is a men's bag, so the strap is pretty substantial. And as you know, I'm about 5'1". So here's what it looks like on me. Again, this is the longest setting for the strap. I don't know, I kind of like it as the long setting. I could see if maybe it was up to here. It might be better. I feel like this strap might be a bit, like a touch too thick for me, or maybe I would want a sportier one. This certainly makes it look like more like luggage. What do you guys think about this strap and how it looks like on my shoulder? Like, is this too luggagey? Even though my favorite type of bag is a crossbody bag, I'm actually on the fence as to whether I like this strap or maybe I want a different strap. I know they have like the fabric straps or the woven straps, so maybe that's what I need, or maybe I just won't use the strap. Yeah, I'd love to know what you guys think. Now this looks a little silly because the strap is so long, and if I have both the strap and put it on the crook of my arm, like it hangs down a lot. So I think I'll play around with the length of the strap. So, as you know, when I get a new bag, I oftentimes will do a whole all about the bag series, and I've enjoyed doing that for my other Hermes bags, but I'm definitely going to do an all about the Speedy P9. So subscribe for that. I'll do a rundown of the stats, what fits, mod shots, and I'll do more gold comparisons. As you know, I love my Hermes Doré gold. I have my Chanel gold croc accessories, and now I just had to add a Louis Vuitton gold leather piece. It's just stunning to look at, so I am thrilled, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with it, and I'm just going to be taking this in, but I also might use it today, so that's exactly the type of reaction that I want. So thank you to those who've stayed with me to the end. Let us know in the comments what questions you'd like me to answer about this bag. I welcome you to follow me on Instagram if you'd like to see more of how I style this beauty, my day-to-day, and other luxury moments. If you've enjoyed this video, I invite you to go down the rabbit hole that is my luxury unboxing playlist, and I'll put that link here. Please like it if you liked it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!